what could possibly go wrong with selling guns?
Why'd you do that?
Honestly, like, I think selling guns would be a very viable business. I mean, haven't anyone ever wanted to sell guns before? I want to sell guns. I mean, I own a lot of guns. It's not like I'm American or anything like that.
The weak will be purged, and the strongest will thrive, free to live as they see fit. They'll make America great again!
What the hell are you talking about?
We'll make America great again.
Nothing is pointless, and the reason is because I'm the president of the great United States of America. Take America back! Yeah! I always make the impossible possible, and I'm gonna keep on doing so.
Way to go, Mr. President! No one can stop you now!
He's incapable.
So today, I'm starting a totally wholesome new project called Gun Dealer Simulator. Because apparently the universe looked at my stress levels and whispered, bet you won't build an ATF paperwork worldwide.
What the Sigma?
And I was like, honestly, very confused at what this person actually meant by that. So like, I had to take a step back and think about it and be like, obviously he meant Gun Seller Simulator. So then I started by creating a brand new Unity project because, you know, that's what you're gonna have to go ahead and do. And I named this project War Dogs because I was like, hey, what's that one cool movie again called? Yeah, War Dog. For some strange reason, I wanted to go ahead and make this into an HDRP project because I wanted to have the best graphics ever. Was that the best decision? Probably not, but I mean, hey, we did it anyway. I mean, do you really see how good this looks? That lighting looks so dynamic. Okay, maybe it was pretty worth it. I'm gonna say it was. And then, so when I got the project go ahead open inside of a fresh new project, I then went ahead and put a building inside of there because I don't like looking at, you know, a blank thing of nothing, and I gotta create something to create the kind of like the vibe of what I'm going for. So yeah, the building just sort of like sets the mood and sets the tone of where we're trying to go for here. And I was thinking, like, because this is a war, or we just started war, like, you're actually selling in the middle of a war, and you're selling to, you know, people, I guess. Like, you know, I mean, it's not like they're bad people. They may not be good people. It's people. You know, we're just selling goods. We don't have to worry about all that stuff, you know? If the government comes, we just bribe them off.
FBI, open up!
What seems to be the officer problem?
And just like how we do in America, we solve all our problems with the power of money.
Can you say that again? Just the way you said it.
Money, 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 money.
Money, 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 money.
So basically, now that I have a scene that's looking good, I mean, I'm not staring at the emptiness of the void right now.
You're safe, little one.
I can now actually start making a character controller. I want to start with something that's good, physics-based, and very fun. So I made a beam, and I made him thick because, duh, that's what the great, that guy that makes games would do. What's his name again? Starts with a D, ends with an I. Mr. Danny. Mr. Making them thick boys. Thick boy beans running around and things.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick ass boy! Damn!
So after making my thick boy, I went ahead and added a camera rig so that way he's able to see the world, or actually you, the player, could see the world. And I had to add some cosmetics onto him because it's not a game without cosmetics. So I threw some shades on him because what's a gun dealer without having shades? You gotta be cool, right? Is it me, or are those shades looking kind of... I mean, they are really cool though, aren't they? I mean, they don't add anything special to the game whatsoever, but they do look cool, right? Right? I mean, let me know in the comments, chat. I mean, come on. Because I'm an epic programmer, everything worked on the first try. I mean, come on now. You can't say that that doesn't work. I mean, if it has bugs, I mean, it has bugs, but I mean, come on now. It classifies as works. So basically what was going on for this is that we had to lock our rotation on the X and Y field, so that way he doesn't fall over on the Z field, and he just stays upright on... Oh wait, he stays up on the Y axis, and then we lock it on the X and Z axis. Yeah. That way, had a little backwards there, but y'all get it, you understand. And that will keep him upright and not have him move around. Then added some pitch and some yaw, so that way we could go ahead and move the mouse and then be able to look up, down, and look around. And now we have a first-person controller, and because the movement is based off of rigid bodies, it's physics-based, and we have our Beam Boy running around as a first-person controller, and he can do anything any Beam Boy, Thick Boy could do. Now that we have our first-person controller working and we can be able to move around now, it was time to implement guns, and we needed items that we could pick up, move around, and shoot people. I mean sell guns. I mean sell the guns, not shoot the guns. We can't shoot the guns. We're not shooting the customers, and we just needed to be able to see the stuff about the gun. But for now, I just wanted you to be able to pick up the gun and then move it around, so that way you could go ahead and place it. I thought about doing like a whole snapping thing and all that other stuff, but I thought let's keep it chaotic here. Let's just have some fun. Now UI has to be probably everyone's most liked thing about games, but it's actually the most important thing about games, and everyone actually does like them, because without proper UI you wouldn't really know what you were doing. So I added some UI here that lets you know what the gun is, how many you have it, the price of the gun, so you can kind of know what you're go ahead and picking up and giving to a customer. So inside the game, you're going to be able to buy guns by going over to the computer and clicking on it. If you go to buy guns, it'll take you to the standard catalog where you could go ahead and buy different types of guns at their regular price, but I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't even do that. I don't even know why I even made that. I mean, maybe for the fun of just tricking you guys. Really what I would do is go over to the black market. So by using black.market inside of Glocko and pressing search, you're able to buy guns at literally half the price. If your seller permit gets taken, you could go ahead and buy a new seller permit, and it's where you could actually refill on your slush funds. So the black market only takes the slush funds, and the slush funds is a 1-to-1, so you could just spend it that way and then re-up on that and then buy from there. So when you buy your guns during nighttime only, you could go ahead and open this door and bring in the delivery that you just had, and go ahead and interact with your guns. I made a scanner over here so that way you could go ahead and properly stock your items. So like you go ahead and you press shift while holding onto the gun, and you could apply different inventory items or inventory names to each individual item that you have. It might seem slow and antiquated, but I've never worked at a store, or maybe I did a long time ago, but I didn't do inventory that well. I didn't work there for very long. So, this is the best of my abilities from what I could remember. Last time I had a store that was just about store stuff and not about gun stuff. I mean, even though I guess it wouldn't be anything, different though. And the store isn't really much of a store unless there's customers that have money. Because, we can't stay in business unless we're making money. So I went ahead and added some customers in here so they could go ahead and buy some stuff. Yeah, they're kind of doing a little bit of some moonwalking, but we'll fix that up later. for now, our focus is go ahead and getting the guns, applying the right or wrong, depending on however you want to do it, information onto the gun, because I really didn't want the, you could do things right or you could do things wrong. You're going to get audited at the end, and, he's going to check to make sure that you're doing things right, or, you could kind of fudge the numbers a bit and do things wrong, or you could just bribe him and then you don't have to deal with it altogether. But that's really up to you. But essentially, if you want to go ahead and sell a gun to a customer, you got to go ahead and talk to the customer first and figure out what their wants and needs are, and then go ahead and hold the gun that you want to sell up to them, and press space when you have the customer there that wants to buy that specific gun. If he wants to buy it, he'll take it, give you some money, you've got a sale. If he doesn't want it, it's the wrong type, the price is too high, then he's just gonna give you his spiel about how he doesn't want the gun you're selling him and to sell him the proper gun. So there are two main different types of customers. But each customer, they have a price that they're willing to spend for the gun, which has a range on it, and they're looking for a specific type of gun. So if you can meet the type and be underneath their price, then you got yourself a sale. But besides those two metrics that are in there that you'll learn by talking with the customer, because he'll always tell you his price range and he'll always tell you what kind of gun he's looking for, so you can kind of fudge the numbers or fudge the gun specs, however you want to do it to make a sale from any gun specifically really easy. There's two different types. There's a customer that's a regular citizen, and there's a narc. Now, what the narcs are looking for is basically if you just sell them a gun, they're gonna trigger an audit. And that's basically you not paying attention to your customer. There's no real rhyme or reason when they're gonna come and what they actually want, because there's a narc for every gun. But a quick hint right now: if the price is too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. But hey, in my opinion, I find the best strategy would be to sell to the narc, because again, the price is too good to be true. Overprice your guns, make the money, and then just bribe off the auditor, and then just keep your business afloat. It's like it's simple. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not money laundering. It's just more like it's simple business. It's what politicians do. It's just normal stuff. It's nothing new. Just do the shady stuff, pay off the right people, and just keep your business open. It's simple. So yeah. So let's talk about the auditor, because basically what goes on is that if you don't actually trigger him, once a year he's going to come by and give you an audit. You either have the option to bribe him, which is going to be $10,000 out of your slush funds, or you could go ahead and conduct the audit against you. Now, you're going to receive penalties for guns that are not being registered properly in your inventory. So if they're just lying on your ground and they don't have an actual type assigned to them, then you're going to get penalized for that. You're going to get penalized for the amount of the guns that are there that are unregistered inside of your inventory that are just lying about on your floor. And if you get 3 strikes of penalties against you, you get your gun seller permit taken away from you. If you get your gun seller permit taken away from you, and let's say you do pay your fines or whatever, then he's gonna give you at least a grace period, so that way you could go ahead and make some money back and then just buy one on the black market, and then just deal with it that way. And then, I like I said, I just suggested bribing him off. But you could easily get a leeway by selling the guns to these people and then just going ahead and just buying another one inside of the black market. But if he does come back and you haven't managed to get another gun seller's permit, and you cannot pay your fees or pay the fines or be able to renew your license, that will trigger a game over. And that's how you lose the game. You don't pay your fines, just like in the real world. If you don't pay your dues, pay your taxes, the man comes over and just shuts you down. So it's just like real world. So that's pretty much like all the stuff there is to the game. You buy guns, you sell guns, you try to stay under the radar from the law by bribing them off, and you play a chill game. I did implement some cool features, like there's a personalized soundtrack that I added on there, but if you want to listen to your own music, you can go ahead and turn that off. I do have a save feature, but it's completely jank right now. I need to do some fixes to it, but it does technically save and it does technically load, but there are some questionable things to that. And late in finishing it up, before I actually published it and got done, I did notice a bug that if you have a gun in your hand and you accidentally hit the computer for the inventory, it will stick the gun on you permanently. So try to not do that, I guess. And it's kind of weird because you have to actually hold the trigger down if you have a gun. So it's how can you actually do that if you actually have a gun? You can't really click on anything. But somehow I was able to do it and it completely broke everything. So just try to stay away from doing that because it is possible. Other than that, if you guys find any other bugs, go ahead and let me know. My Discord link I'll leave inside down, but for now it's Kraken Dono, so it's just like the name on YouTube. You can find me there. If you like the game and you think it's awesome, you guys want to donate, you could donate on Itch. Just go ahead and let me know what you guys think, and I'll make something else, something cooler, because this game I probably will only update 1 or 2, 3 times. I don't think it'll be too crazy of a game that people would want to play, but hey, if it is, I'll definitely add some more features, add some more guns, maybe a gun maker if people want to make their own guns. I did have some ideas for you're getting government contracts and making bullets, and then being able to automate that whole process and do stuff like that. So if this is a game that everyone likes, we'll definitely keep working on it. If not, it is what it is. But I'm gonna go hit the sack right now and go do some other stuff. So peace out, y'all.